Nothing. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen.
Welcome to We Are Wrestlemaniacs 2.
It's your boy Izze Troy, along with my boy
Boy Troy.
We are back for another week of wrestling talk, or for us this week, another week of awards that we're handing out.
Yes, part two.
Part two from last week's
finishing up the year.
Great episode where we were giving out awards for 2023 to the great wrestlers of this generation currently. We're going to continue that a little bit today, but we're going to get into some news and all that type of stuff first and get into that. But first of all, how you doing, man?
I'm doing good. My body hurts. I returned back to the court this past Monday. I haven't played basketball in about a month. I've been out with injury.
6 weeks.
Yeah, I've been out for so long to the point where it felt, when I finally got back on the court, it felt good. It's kind of like that. It makes you appreciate being on the court a little bit more. Brought back that love for basketball when I was on the court. Because, I mean, I've been refereeing like for the past 2 or 3 weeks, but just to sit there and referee and watch and be like, man, I can't play. The whole entire time, I'm like, man,
I can't play.
I can't play. But just to get out there and play again, I was like, man, I pushed my limits on like the first game. I was diving on the floor and everything. And as the games got on, I was like, oh, I can't keep doing that. I was like, I can scale it back.
Yeah, scale it back. Well, now you got a couple more years.
I'm prepping for my league, man. I got to prep for my league. I got to get it right. I got to come back. This is gonna be my comeback season. I won rookie of the season last season, but I got to get the championship now. I can't go out the way, because the way I went out to get injured the game before the championship, and then to sit there on the bench while my team gets blown out, because we only had 5 people. Well, I made it 6.
Just being on the bench?
Yeah, just by being on the bench. But, like, we playing against a team that basically had, like, 10 whole people. Like, they had a whole nother squad sitting on the bench. So, it's like they had subs for days.
Tired y'all out.
Yeah, we was tired out. So, it's like, bro, it was just, I guess, I wouldn't say heartbreaking, but I'm a passionate basketball player. So, it's like, I'm like one of those people, like, I'm sitting on the bench like this the whole time, arms crossed with shades on. And at a moment, I just, like, straight up just smacked the hell out of the chair, like, out of just frustration.
You was looking like Sky?
Bruh.
That one game?
Bruh, I was so mad. I was looking like Russell Westbrook, whoever you want to call me, man. I was angry.
That's how I remember when.
Oh, yeah. Oh, I know.
Sky was on the bench hella mad.
That was me.
He was like, just come over here.
I was literally sitting there just like this the whole time.
Legs out.
Yeah.
Just like...
and this is a Christian league, so this is how you know I'm pissed off. They're like, well, you know, you just got to pray about it and other. I was like, not right now. I was like, not right now. I'm not in the mood for it. I'm over this. Like, I was heated.
I'm ready for the buzzer to sound so I can go home.
Bro, I was so mad. And they was like, well, I hope to see you at the award banquet. Nah, I'm good.
I'm juiced.
I didn't come to the award banquet. I was out of town anyway. I was in Atlanta. But still, I wouldn't have went to the award banquet to see the champions celebrate.
If I was you, I wouldn't go either.
No, I'm good. He was like, I hit the dude up that's over the league. He was like, I still got your award. I hope to see you at the open gyms and stuff. I was like, yeah, I'll be there. I'll get it at the start of the season. Don't worry about it. That's when I'll take it. But as right now, I'm on the revenge tour right now. It's the Christian league, so somebody gonna get crucified. I'm letting you know now. Somebody gonna get it.
Jesus Christ.
I'm coming right at them. There's gonna be no love. We might pray before the game, but after that prayer end with that amen, oh, it's on. It's on like Donkey Kong.
Let's move on, man. You know, you talking about the Christian league, and you know,
I'm sending it out there.
You gotta pray on it.
Just get that hate out of my heart. And sorry, I wake up in the morning. If I have to play basketball early in the morning, I wake up in the morning with hate. Anytime I go to the court, I just got hate on my heart.
Just a ruthless ass basketball player, but I get it.
But But what about you? What you got going on?
I ain't got nothing going on. Work, sleep.
I know. I keep the youth between us.
Yeah.
I keep us young.
Oh, I probably should have told you off air, but fuck it, we on air. So Sky's switching sports.
Oh, what?
So now she's going to volleyball since hoop is out of season.
Okay, I
was
like
like,
that.
I had to think about it for
I
a
play
second.
volleyball.
I was like, I guess. I'm a father, so I don't like the tight shorts and all that type of shit. So
That's true.
all that, but besides that, I was like,
fun.
nah, that's smooth, and you tall as shit, so you probably dominate.
Get her in the. That'd be her way of dunking.
Yeah,
Yeah.
And
You can slam one. Ooh.
And it was so funny when she told me because it was a young lady that's at my job, and we've been conversing every day or shit. She was like, I asked her what she do because she asked me like what I do besides the job that I do, and I told her everything else I do. And she was like, "Oh, you're a coach and you referee too?" She said, "I'm a coach too." I said, "Oh, what you coach?" She said, "Volleyball." And I was like, "Oh shit!" And then it was the same day Skylar had texted me and told me she trying out for volleyball. And I was like, "What?" That was God.
You know what's crazy?
That was crazy.
My girl played volleyball.
Damn.
We randomly was talking about that this weekend actually. We were just talking about it because I was like, I knew she played volleyball, but I forgot she played soccer.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, "Did you play any other sports?" And she was like, "No, just volleyball and soccer." She was like, "Next chance we get, we going to the volleyball court." And I was like, "Bet," because I played volleyball as like in leagues and stuff, but not at high school because you didn't have a men's league.
I was gonna say, damn.
But like in like actual like league wise, I played volleyball. I get filthy. They call me the octopus. That's what they used to call me. Because I used to get mad when like if somebody missed a hit, I'd be like, okay, I get that's the first. That's like okay, strike one.
Right.
Strike two, you miss another one. Okay, bet. I'm not giving you a chance for strike three. I'm making it to your spot and back to mine every time. My arm, like I have enough, like my legs are long enough and my arms are long enough for me to cover it. Enough space.
Are you crabbing it?
Bruh, crabbing ain't even, bruh, I be stretch Armstrong everywhere. And I get back to my spot just for you to set me up and, I'm nasty.
Hey, that spike is nasty, yo.
Bro, my spike is nasty.
That spike is
nasty. And I
nasty.
call out what hand I'm hitting you with every time.
See, that's why I ain't
my game.
I ain't going to the net. I'm just going to stay back. I'm a mind games kind of person anyway. Whoever the most aggressive, you got to be at the net. Like every time. Wait. No way.
Okay, that was just very random, but whatever.
Okay.
I'll pick up on it.
Yeah. My spike is nasty, but okay. Let me know when Sky got some games, man. I'm gonna pull up.
For sure.
I'm down for some volleyball games. I love volleyball games.
Yeah, that was weird as fuck.
Yeah, it was. It was.
All right, yeah.
Yeah.
I thought I was gonna say something ran out or something. Out of disk space or something. But anyway.
Yeah,
Not
audios
cool.
and all that stuff.
Yeah, but
recent news.
Yeah, let's get into the news, man.
So we got some debuts, some reappearances. For New Japan, they're picking up. They're picking up people as they come. They do not care, and I'm okay with it because New Japan is a great place for people to kind of get that jump start. You know,
right?
A lot of people wanted all these people to go to like AEW instantly and stuff like that. You don't build a name from that. You get buried away. You might be the new shiny toy in the chest, but you get buried away quick.
Facts.
New Japan, you could like start to build you can build your character back. You can build your story. You get credibility. It gets good. So first,
you get more aggressive.
Yeah.
In your wrestling style.
Exactly. Exactly. You get more aggressive. I think we've gotten to a point where some wrestlers are playing it too safe. No. Right. Like I'll just say it. Like The Miz. The Miz is one of the safest wrestlers there is. I don't think
The Miz.
He's always healthy, which is no problem. Like he doesn't take chances with his moves. He's getting better. I'm gonna give him his props. He's getting better. I'm just saying he's one of the safest wrestlers I've seen.
It's actually, as a known fact, is Randy Orton. Randy Orton is the safest wrestler, unless the most dangerous thing that he did was the Seth Rollins bump at WrestleMania.
Okay.
And he was like, I always play it safe. This is what he told Seth because it was on my Instagram feed. He said, I always play it safe, but this time let's just do something special. And they kept practicing the move, but they couldn't get it. So at Mania, when they finally hit the move, when he was going crazy, he was in shock. He was supposed to hurry up and pin him, but he was so juiced that he hit the move that he was like, "Yeah."
I mean, I can give that to him because I'm like, man, Randy is safe. Which I think for me, I give Randy the benefit of the doubt because Randy, Cena, Brock Lesnar.
Ain't nothing about Brock safe.
No. I'm gonna say let me finish it because
you mean he's safe because nobody gonna hurt him? They scared of him?
No, it's just the fact that they have that style where they came up in that you got this. This is your moveset. This is your moveset. You don't add more to that moveset. That's how they wrestle. Like they have set moveset and there's nothing changing in that moveset. Randy has been doing the same thing for years. John Cena has done moves for years. Brock has done moves for years. He had to take that head injury, that concussion at WrestleMania for him to go, you know what? I need to get my moveset.
Cut it back.
Yeah, cut it back. And sometimes that's what you have to do.
As a main eventer, that's what they're taught to do, especially in WWE.
Keep it simple.
They're taught to do that. A lot of people's styles change. A prime example was Rob Van Dam.
Right.
His style had changed when he had won the WWE title for that brief amount of time. Like that's what the main eventers are forced to do.
Yeah.
They're not allowed to do like the dives and all that type of shit because you're not our investment.
Right.
So we need you to be at these public appearances tomorrow, so we can't have you getting hurt or
beat up and everything.
Yeah.
Which I'm okay with. That's why I said the Miz, because Miz hasn't been really a top guy. His moveset has always been the same. And if it does evolve, it's not like it's super crazy. Like he added the Dan Bryan kicks in there and stuff like that.
But you notice he's always been an ambassador.
Yeah.
In some type of capacity. He's always been an ambassador.
Right.
So that's why I think that he always plays it safe too, because damn, I got to make this public appearance tomorrow.
But if I see the Miz in New Japan, that'd be crazy.
I don't want to.
I wouldn't either. It wouldn't look right. But people who's debuted in New Japan, Mustafa Ali, he's going on a campaign to make wrestling great again, or make wrestling great.
Oh, that's what it is. What he said.
Yeah. In Ali we trust. That's his line. In Ali we trust. Matt Riddle, returning to New Japan Pro Wrestling or debuting in New Japan Pro Wrestling. He's returning to MLW, which is great for him. But you know, he shouldn't be on the level of WWE as he's going to be a liability. You know he is. Yeah. I mean, I hate to say he's great talent, but you know he's going to be a liability.
It's crazy because he just smokes weed. It's not like I don't know if he does pills and all the other shit too, but
it's the extra stuff.
It's the extra shit.
Like the plane incident, like that.
Oh, I don't even
when
know
he went in the airport and he was saying people the TSA
was touching him or something.
Yeah, it was touching him, and then he came off the plane intoxicated. They say, or under the influence, he came out off the plane. And he got on the microphone and everything in the airport, stuff like that. Like
crazy.
That think about this person at your job, man. He could work great worker, but you know he gonna come late. You know he gonna do he gonna call out when
he gonna pick a fight with everybody.
Gonna pick a fight, call out late 5 minutes before he's supposed to be there. Stuff like that. That's not something you want to invest in. But he's in New Japan Pro Wrestling and MLW. Nick Namath he debuted in formerly known as Dolph Ziggler, debuted in New Japan Pro Wrestling and TNA. He's officially signed to TNA.
You said that already.
No, I haven't.
Who was the first one you said?
I said Mustafa Ali.
You said Dolph Ziggler before that?
No, I didn't. I said there's been debuts.
And I think before that we talked about Nick Namath. And then
we talked about it offline.
Mustafa Ali.
We talked about it offline.
All right.
Or you could just check the tape.
I have no choice but to when I have to edit it down. So
okay, that's great. So
you remember what happened last time, right?
Nick Namath debuted in New Japan Pro Wrestling and TNA, formerly known as Dolph Ziggler. Great spots for him to land. He gets more exposure and he gets more. He's been in the game for a long time, but I think it's one of those things where I don't think it's a little too late, but finally it happened. He been needed to leave WWE.
He's in his early 40s already.
Yeah,
and this is his first stop at New Japan. But what I can say is this. All it's going to take is probably like a year or two, like Drew.
Yeah.
And they'll want him back. He was one of the best bumpers in the damn game. Like
just didn't have nothing for him.
No, it's just that people lost faith in him when Vince fucked him over back in
Made him
like
loser.
2013.
They don't fucking loser.
Yeah, because people had faith in him to be like one of the next
Hell,
little guys.
Even in 2016, when they went to SmackDown, when he had the rivalry with The Miz, everybody believed him.
When he first started wearing the pants, the long pants. Ain't that around that time?
I think so.
Yeah.
When they was on SmackDown, when SmackDown had just became SmackDown Live with Shane McMahon and Dan Bryan in charge.
Yeah.
They
had like a series of matches, didn't they? Yeah.
With that, also we had Dana Brooke, now going by Ash by Elegance, debuting in TNA.
Say it again.
Ash by Elegance. I want to say that was her name. I might be wrong.
And what you said offline?
It sounded like she wanted a new character and the name was after a fragrance.
Some type of fragrance.
Yeah, Ash by Elegance.
Or Le Détois.
Yes.
Like
in TNA, she was a red herring in TNA before Nick Naaman had debuted at that Hard to Kill pay-per-view, and we had Jungle Boy Jack Perry pop up in New Japan Pro Wrestling, where he tore up his AEW contract, and he put on a armband that said "Escapegoat." That was on the armband. Escapegoat.
a scapegoat.
Escapegoat. That was his armband.
A scapegoat.
Yes.
Like the letter A
No.
and then scapegoat.
No. Oh yeah. Like SCAPE. Goat.
Okay, I thought you were saying
Scapegoat.
if he had an E on there, he's a fucking idiot.
No.
Okay.
Scapegoat.
I thought you said it says scapegoat.
I probably did with my accent.
I was like, oh shit! Wait a minute. But anyway,
he's the scapegoat. That's what he's going by.
no fucker, you were the one who picked the fight. You moron! Like,
man.
stop it. Number one, and I was going to kind of praise you just because of the new look. I think the new look makes you look like a man
Look
now.
like a man.
Like, so
I think the armband ruined the moment.
No, what ruined the moment is that he had an AEW contract at a New Japan show when New Japan and AEW have a working relationship. So you might still technically be under contract with AEW.
Yes. Exactly.
So to me, bro, it means nothing. Like you're not gonna make it, but I hope you try. You know, I wish you luck in trying.
And that's all the debuts and appearances that came up this past
fuck
week.
that. I'm not done.
Uh-oh.
Hold on. So who was the first person that they paired him with? Or he was
Who? Jack Perry.
Jack Perry.
Who he attacked?
Yeah. Umino or somebody who
I can't remember who exactly did he attack, but I can pull it up real quick.
Let's look it up.
Go ahead.
So I hope they give him something. Like I want them to give him something that he could try to chew his teeth into. If he fails, it's not meant to be, bro. Go into acting. Like, it's not for you. It's not for everybody. But the whole thing with Jack Perry for the whole scapegoat thing, how fucking dare you, dog? How dare you say that you're the scapegoat when you were the one who fucking had the whole thing about the glass and then said the shit on live pay-per-view, well, pre-show, because you didn't make the pay-per-view, about, real fucking glass. So this was you. How can you be a scapegoat? And it wasn't like you got fired. You got suspended for being a fucking dick. So, damn, I'm going to have to make you censor some stuff if you...
Yeah. Yeah, it's okay. We're deep in.
Yeah, man. I'm not a big fan of Jungle Boy Jack Perry. He lost it to me after he was broken up from Luchasaurus. The whole Luchasaurus and Jungle Boy thing worked. But eventually he had to split. The split didn't work. You have no charisma, dude. You're nothing. So, hey, I wish you the best, but again, who the hell they partnering with?
So he attacked Shoto.
Is it Umino?
Huh?
It's Umino.
Yeah, Umino. If you don't know, he's the young lion, former young lion that has been under the wings of John Moxley and the Blackpool Combat Club in New Japan Pro Wrestling, which is great. I mean, I think
great.
I think that's great for him. He's been under the tutelage of
they could
John Moxley.
have gave him like Ren Narita or something like that.
Who?
Jack Perry.
Oh,
you gonna give him somebody who's still associated with AEW when you just came in and ripped the AEW contract up?
Yeah, I guess
it makes no
talent,
sense.
Another
like
young talent, because
it's not that it's another young talent. It's a talent that still has association with the company that you're ripping the contract up with.
Yeah. Well,
if you're ripping the contract up and you're so mad at AEW, I don't want to wrestle nobody from AEW. I only want to wrestle New Japan people.
We're going to end up with Jack Perry probably against John Moxley soon.
Well, I won't be watching it because it
I
will
won't
take
be
place
watching.
at 3 a.m.
I hate. I'm not a real fan of John Moxley matches anymore. I'm just a fan of his entrances. But
And that's it, just so I can sing Wild Thing.
Yeah, that's
it.
That's where it cuts off.
Yep.
I think the last match I've probably seen, and only because Shane Strickland was in it. The Swerve versus John Moxley match.
The man of AEW, if you ask me.
The main guy.
So
but we had some injuries too.
But hold on, before you go into that. The only way I'll ever get some interest back in John Moxley is if he was to go back to WWE.
Yeah.
It's crazy that I say that, but if he go back to be Dean Ambrose, in which he hated, I don't know how you can hate Dean Ambrose more than the bullshit you've been doing as yourself.
Because he's been
not even yourself, because your name is Jonathan Good, I believe. So as John Moxley, I nothing that you have done since you've become John Moxley, except for maybe I say your first 3 months when you had the battle with Kenny Omega, like your first 3 months, awesome. And that was before you got the Wild Thing song. Once you got the Wild Thing song, it's like you stopped caring about your matches. It was all about your entrance. It was like, fuck it, yo, I got this. This is going to pop.
I think the only... I'm trying to remember when I stopped liking John Moxley matches. I'll probably say that second... No. I think around the CM Punk time. Around that time, when CM Punk was there, that's when I kind of stopped liking John Moxley matches. And it's only because it felt like every match was exactly the same. Blood all the time.
Because it was blood all the time.
No disqualifications. And I think, first of all, you went on a quick rant.
Yeah,
I'm going to go off on a quick rant.
Go ahead.
The goddamn referee of AEW.
Which one?
The fucking bald-headed short
Rick
bastard.
Knox,
No.
Remsburg.
Goddamn. You all know which one. If you watch AEW.
Aubrey Edwards?
No, not Aubrey. The goddamn bald-headed one. I can't fucking know it.
And look, you pulled it up. Who's the first one that pops up?
Aubrey always pops up. She's this motherfucker here. Goddamn Bryce Remsburg.
Remsburg, yep.
That motherfucker drives me fucking insane.
What do you do?
What don't he fucking do?
I don't know. I don't watch
Every
anymore.
time a move hits, I'm like, motherfucker, are you a goddamn fan or you a fucking referee? Like, holy shit, man. And then I hate I guess it's a pet peeve of mine. When a referee does 1, 2, like, goddamn, you ain't gotta send the bitch into the air. I'm sorry, but I might have to get censored on that one. But, yo, that shit, do you want to talk about heated? Oh, I get fucking heated when I see this. Anytime I see a match with that motherfucking referee, I cut the TV off instantly. That's how bad it is. I hate him. I hate him refereeing. He don't count shit. He don't count. If I see him in a match, I know it ain't going to be no count out. Motherfuckers be going to the very top of the ramp. I'm like, damn, I know it takes at least 5 seconds to get up the ramp. And I know it takes 5 seconds to get back down the fucking ramp. I watched motherfuckers go up the ramp.
This nigga be on 5.
Set up a whole
6.
Set up a whole cross. Like, it's just a lot. Body to bodies going on.
They set up 4 tables on the outside.
Everything. And I don't know what all you hear is just an echo. 5. You just got the 5. Y'all, they went to commercial and everything. They ain't break no count. I know they didn't.
I know they didn't because you on picture-in-picture, you moron. I see you on the other side.
And then on
they
top
never
of that,
got back in the ring.
He go outside with him. He'll go outside up the ramp with him and be like, get back in the ring. Count their ass out. In this goddamn match.
But fans get mad if it's a double count out.
Because it's fucking AEW, bro. That shit just...
just do the fucking double count out and they got to see each other again.
That's like watching a goddamn boxing match and out of nowhere, the fucking boxers want to go out and go get water. And they come back and the boxers want to keep swinging on each other. Bro.
And the referee allowing it.
Yeah, the referee just allowed it to happen. That's fucking nuts to me.
When it's really a surrender, it's a forfeit.
Oh my God, bro. He just drives me up the wall. I know how you feel about Orange Cassidy. I know how you feel about Young Bucks and them, but man, this dude, Bryce Remsburg, drives me fucking nuts. Like, my brain just goes to straight anger. He's on the same level as me.
Yeah, I don't go to anger when I see Orange Cassidy.
I go to rage.
I be like,
I go to rage when I see him because I already know it's gonna be some fuckery going on.
I don't even think I go to rage when I see the Young Bucks. I just be like, these motherfuckers. Yeah, but
when I'm sitting there and I'm like, you know what, AEW. I mean, I'm like, oh,
they're all right.
It's either be like it's all right or it's in the background. So I'm like, okay, whatever. It's on TV, whatever. But I happen to look and I see him. I go, oh, here come this fucking bullshit. This is exactly how I go. Oh, here we go. And like it happens, my brother be right there. When he haven't walked by, when he comes up on the screen, I go, here go this shit. He goes, what's wrong? I go, oh, nothing. Just know ain't gonna be no countouts. Every match is a goddamn I guess we in the ECW arena now with him. Cause it's okay.
It's okay.
Everything's just fucking okay with him.
Everything's allowed.
Like,
Everything
God,
goes.
I'm like, yo.
That's AEW rules in general.
It may be like 2 referees where I'm like, okay, they actually go by the rules. And I mean, it's only like 2 of them, maybe.
I don't even
that
count
actually
2.
do countouts and everything.
I don't even count 2. Rick
No,
Knox
because even
is
the
shit.
commentators say something.
Rick Knox is shit. Aubrey Edwards is shit. Remsburg is shit. I don't even know the other 2.
It's one of them that literally he counts everything.
No, that's the WWE ref.
I don't know who that is. I can't remember his name. I don't know his name.
Yep. Don't know his name.
But he's the only one. He's the only one that actually do the counts and everything.
Because he probably was a former wrestler.
And it's just funny because the commentators would be like, oh, as you can see, this is the referee for this match. And yeah, he keeps it strict by the rules. You're damn right. That's how all the referees should be.
That's how the matches should be.
Like,
there are rules for a reason.
There's rules. Like, why is everybody just forgetting about the rules out of nowhere? That just drives me.
He said, why is everybody forgetting about the rules out of nowhere? After week 1, they got rid of the rules. The rules were thrown out the window. There were no rules.
I believe it.
Week 1 of having TV.
I goddamn believe it. Because there ain't no way we could allow this to just continue on.
It's been going on for 4 years.
Like, give me some real structure, please.
None.
I just ask for some real structure. I'm not asking for too much. I don't think I'm asking for too much. If I am, let me know. I can't even find the guy's name, man. Whatever, man.
Yeah, whatever.
Anyways, we got some injuries this past week. You got me on a rant. Good Lord. All right. Seth Rollins, on Monday Night Raw. Excuse me, guys. My bad. I'm sorry. Seth Rollins injured his left leg during the match against Jinder Mahal. They said he went back. He left out the ring on his own, but you could see he was limping. So I don't know if he's going to have a match at Royal Rumble. I feel like it'd be weird to have your world champion not at the Royal Rumble. But then again, Roman Reigns is defending his title, so I'm okay with it.
It depends on how bad the injury is.
Yeah. I mean, the only reason...
And you got 2 weeks, so tape it up.
The only reason I'm okay with it is because I feel like Seth Rollins has been defending his title at every single pay-per-view. Every time Seth Rollins defends his title, Roman Reigns don't defend his title. I'm starting to notice that. Anytime Roman has to defend his title, I know I'm not gonna see Seth defend his title.
We ain't seen Roman in hella long. I don't even remember the last Roman pay-per-view that he was on. So, he wasn't even at Survivor Series.
Against Jay Uso?
What was that, October? No Mercy? Was that even a No Mercy? Clash at the Castle?
I think Clash at the Castle or something like that. I don't remember.
That's crazy.
It's been a while since Roman had a one-on-one title match.
Since he had a pay-per-view match or a premium live event match.
Yeah. It's been a while. He has
since October.
He's been chilling. Oh, how the turntables turn! Remember that promo?
And they want him to hold the title for longer.
Oh yeah. Oh, let it tell. Hulk Hogan needs his record broken. Y'all let it. If we let y'all tell it. Crazy work. Actually, the last time Roman was on pay-per-view was at Crown Jewel versus LA Knight.
November, October,
November.
Early November.
The starting of November.
Yeah.
Crazy work. Crazy work. So, yep, Seth Rollins is hurt. It's a possibility he might miss Royal Rumble. We don't know. We'll see. And Cora Jade, who just returned back to NXT, she's injured again with a torn ACL, expected to be out for 6 to 9 months. I feel bad for her because if you've been watching NXT, that women's division is packed. And it's like stacked up to the point where she literally was just getting back in the role of things. And she was about to be in the front line just for her to literally be injured. That sucks. And she gets to the back of the line by the time she come back, hell, Lyra might not even be champion, and a couple of them girls might have already been gone.
Called up.
Yep.
So
like at this point, either when she comes back, either A, you keep her in NXT for the championship run.
Ain't that CM Punk
do,
girl?
Huh?
Ain't that CM Punk partner? Cora Jade.
Yeah, the one who she's the
Damn
one that joined in because of
the CM Punk bug is rubbing off, huh?
Oh Lord, don't start.
No, I'm kidding.
Don't start.
I'm a Punk guy, so
leave her alone. But yeah, that's that so far for the recent news of anything going on. Other than that,
you ready?
Yeah, let's get into this awards. Part
I
2.
said, are you ready? Almost made me cough though.
Yes.
Let's go. Fuck it.
I am. I am ready.
Smoker's voice can't do it.
Here we go.
Yeah. So where we left off at was best pay-per-views of the year.
Yep.
So I gave my couple of them. So our next will be MVP, or should we save that to last?
We'll save that to last.
Let's save that to last. Let's go top woman's wrestler of the year. Let's do it.
It's only one answer for me. I know you got multiple. You got multiple honorable mentions.
Okay, so yeah.
Actually,
we could do it like
I got two.
Okay.
I got two.
You mean okay? So I got more. So I guess I gotta go first. So
yeah.
One of my honorable mentions, since I have 5 written down here, will be Bayley. I will give Bayley an honorable mention. For somebody who came back from injury, I can go more in depth. We got time. She came back from injury and took the Damage Control group, and they actually were like the main heel woman stable of Monday Night Raw for like a better part of a year. Right. Heavily on TV. So, and what it did to me is it helped get Io Sky over. Because maybe without that Bayley being there, it probably would have never got Io to the point where she should have been, which is where she's at now.
Right.
But I got to give it to Bayley. And then plus her matches have still been pretty good, the ones that she actually does have. And she's still sexy as hell.
I just think
I had to throw that in there. It's fucking Bayley, yo.
Hey, yo, Bayley. She's been out. I feel like she's been on TV all year. But man, I think WWE just having her lose basically all year of 2023 made it like, damn, she's such a loser. Like
they're readying her babyface turn.
When is she getting a win? Like now, yeah, I can see it. I already knew that was the outcome. I knew that's the destination that they're trying to get us to, which I'm okay with.
Right.
But it's like, damn, man, she's a loser. So, but for you to say she was your honorable mention for Women's of the Year, it caught me off guard when I was like, Bayley. Oh, okay. Yeah. I want to hear this. I wanted to hear the explanation for it because I was like, man, Bayley.
I mean, I got more for why I did pick her.
Most definitely. I understand.
Just think about it, too. She's been in most of the big storylines with most of the headline women of the company, except for Rhea. Which
I understand because Bayley, first of all, let's be honest with you. Well, let's be honest. Damage Control is the only female
stable,
stable or faction, however you want to say it. So I mean, that makes sense. And then you sitting there. Dakota's injured. Dakota Kai has been injured all year.
Right.
Io, you're trying to build that star up because one, she was a star in NXT, but to have that transfer over to the main roster you needed that vehicle, which is great to have Bayley because Bayley is known on the main roster.
Correct.
She is known for that. So like. It's great to have her there as a vehicle for Io Sky. So I think I understand it. It makes sense because they was literally in War Games, and I think right now if you even put it in there, adding Kairi Sane and Asuka to Damage Control made it even bigger. But you got to go back to the root of that group, which is Bayley. So
the root of that group
is Bayley. So it's only great to give her flowers. Because I feel like 2024 is going to be her year.
Or close to it. Hopefully they don't do her like Becky.
Yeah.
Because Becky, they
dropped.
Terrible job.
They push her. They push her down our throat.
You ain't got to say pause. That's Becky. She's a woman.
The man.
So I cut one off. So you could go ahead. What's your honorable mention number 1?
Honorable mention number 1. I was going to say Becky Lynch. She's an honorable mention.
No way.
I put her as I had thought about her as that because
coming from you,
me,
I just knew you was about to say the girl that was in NXT that you've been raving about all year.
Oh, Tiffany Stratton.
Yes.
Oh man, yeah. Well, now you didn't even think about it. Fuck Becky.
Yeah,
Tiffany
what the
Stratton.
fuck? I'm like, wait, Becky over the one that you've been raving about
Stratton,
all
bro.
year?
The
And
best
we've had nothing nice to say about Becky for the past 6 months. The Trish feud, the Nia feud, we had nothing nice to say.
Both of those views were trash, and I hate her promos. I was gonna say Becky because, man, she's been in a majority of all the main stories of Raw. But when you said, now that you brought Tiffany Stratton, fuck Becky. Tiffany Stratton, man, I've been raving about her all year long. From the very jump. She has been the best woman in NXT. First of all, she should not be in NXT anymore. She should be on the main roster at this point. At this point, I would have put her with Pretty Deadly. I put her on SmackDown with Pretty Deadly. That'd be nice. I'd be okay with that stable.
But they need women on SmackDown, because especially with Charlotte out.
Oh, they do. Most definitely. First of all, Tiffany Stratton has everything. She has the look. She has the charisma. She has the skills. She's athletic as hell. Like, what don't she got? She got the character. What else? What else do you need from your woman right now? Like, what else do you need?
Hey,
I even say she fine as hell.
I got no argument.
Like,
I just was surprised that you didn't mention her, that you mentioned Becky over her. I'm like, wait a minute. Wait a minute.
I needed that reminder, which I'm okay with that reminder. Thank you for the reminder.
For sure.
Because I'm about to say, man, Tiffany Stratton got the best moonsault. She got just, you put her out there in that ring with anybody, I just know it's going to be a good match. You put her out in that ring, I just know it's going to be a good match. I don't put nothing below. I think the best women's match is either Rhea and Charlotte at WrestleMania, or it could be Tiffany Stratton versus Becky Lynch in that hardcore match.
Oh, from NXT.
From NXT. And I can't remember the last pay-per-view, but Deadline. I want to say it was NXT Deadline or something like that. No, it wasn't Deadline.
No, Deadline was the last one.
No, it was
New Year's Revolution?
No,
that was SmackDown.
It was a different match. I can't remember what it was. I'm going to get it right sooner or later. But, yeah, that's my honorable mention.
All right, honorable mention for me, number 2. I picked Toni Storm. The reason I picked Toni Storm, I'm infatuated with the character she's been playing. Just having the accent down packed, being able to flip that into like a noir Marilyn Monroe type of character. I love it. Even got me interested in the media scrums a couple times, just for her doing the character next to weird ass Tony Khan. Like, just everything she's been doing. I think she's the women's champion again.
Yep. She's women's champion for the 3rd time.
Yeah, 3 times. 3-time women's champion. Now, her story's been shit, but you can't blame her. It's been AEW. But as far as her getting a new character over after leaving the Social Outcasts or whatever the hell that group was.
Outcasts.
Yeah. After leaving that group, developing a new character, getting it over.
Character and story has been coming from Toni Storm. Both of these current ones are from Toni Storm's mind.
Great news to hear that. So, to me, my honorable mention will be Miss Marilyn Monroe-like Toni Storm. And I love the wigs, too. The Marilyn Monroe wigs that she be wearing sometimes. Yeah. Love it. Like, just got the character down packed, and I want to see more from it. And I just hope that AEW didn't make that their intellectual property.
Okay, makes sense. It checks out.
You know what I mean? So she could take that character.
I have Toni Storm as my Woman of the Year for AEW. Just AEW, the Woman of the Year. Everything you said, 100% agree with. Her story, like, to be honest with you, I felt like she got screwed over when they went to Wembley. Like, to me, it was like they literally forced that title on her just because she's from, I want to say she's from London.
Or Wales or something like that? Maybe. I'm not sure.
She's from the UK area. I know that for certain.
Or is it Australia? I don't know.
I can't remember.
I'm not sure.
She might be Australian. I can't remember. But it's just the fact that they forced that title on her just for them to take the title off her was so dumb to me. I didn't like that.
And for who they put it on?
For Soraya. Like, bro, it was so much. They literally trashed that whole entire title picture so bad to the point where now Toni Storm has to literally
rebuild it up.
She has to rebuild it. She's digging it out of the grave because it's the fact that, they did that, and it's like, bro, Toni like you said, her character, the story that she's telling, is literally carrying them on their back right now.
Right. She's your Britt Baker.
Yeah.
She's your new Britt Baker.
Hell, I don't even know where the hell Britt Baker's at.
Don't even matter. She's your new Britt Baker. You know how they had Britt Baker held the title for like 2 years and the whole women's division was sitting around Britt?
Yeah.
Now you have your new one. Yeah. That's how you're supposed to do it.
Yeah. Tell a story. That's all you have to do is really just tell a story. If you could tell a story, that would make everything easy. Stop giving me this.
You would think
this run around with Toni Storm taking on Sky Blue because Sky Blue beat Bobby Joe on Rampage, and fucking Sky Blue lost a match to Willow Nightingale, but she had a great showing. She fucking lost.
It just sounds like somebody trying to make up some stuff off the top of their head because there's no story that was written in the back for them to talk about.
At all. Like, I hate that. That drives me nuts. Like, Anna Jay right now has she has a match.
Is she even there? Damn.
Anna Jay has a match against Deonna Purrazzo on Wednesday because Anna Jay won in the multiple woman tag team match last week, and she lost on Saturday, but she had a great showing, though. So she's going to be taking on Deonna Purrazzo, who just debuted, who got 2 little wins, and I bet you
somebody's got to lose.
Deonna Purrazzo is instantly getting thrown to the front of the line.
Why?
Stuff like it's stuff like that. But Toni Storm alone, she has carried AEW's woman division of 2023, and I expect her to carry it for 2024.
Kind of stresses me the fuck out.
Yes,
yo.
he does.
Like, just
yes, he does.
I don't get it. I don't even want to book because it's a lot. But why do you just keep forcing yourself to do this shit when you just nobody likes it? But you keep convincing yourself that people like the shit that you're doing when nobody likes it.
Just so he could rampage on Twitter about how it's so unfair. This is so unfair how they treat Hook and da-da-da-da.
Motherfucker, nobody brought Hook into this but you.
Hey, I'm going to tell you this.
Hook was brought into it for no reason.
Shout out to Tony for getting Gender over. So now he got more eyes on Raw because now we had to watch Gender and see what happened. Shout out to Tony Storm. Not Tony Storm. Tony Khan for getting at least getting somebody over.
That was stupid.
It wasn't in his company, but he got somebody over.
It was stupid.
Womp womp.
Moving on. No, that was a good one. Moving on. So me?
Yeah. You got like 5 people over there.
Shit. Well,
I only got one. I got one woman of the year. You said woman of the year, not women.
No, top women's wrestler.
You didn't say women. You said
no.
Women.
It is an S on the end of that, but it's not an S on the end of that one. So we'll cut you out. Honorable mention real quick. Io Sky. She should have been on the list as well, but gotta cut her out. Sorry, Io, but you still had a good run this year. Maybe next year. Number 1, and I think it's probably the same for both of us. That's
mommy. A mommy on top.
Mommy on top.
Mommy's
Miss Rhea Ripley is going to be the number 1 women's wrestler of the year. Don't think it's a question. Don't think it's a debate from anybody. The best matches.
The woman.
The best women's matches by far.
And I mean, giving her anybody out there. Probably the worst match she's had this year.
It was Nia Jax?
No.
Oh, they ain't fought yet.
Maxine Dupree. That was probably her worst match.
But Maxine Dupree's a rookie.
And that's what I'm saying. That match wasn't bad. It's just probably the sloppiest of all of them.
Yeah.
But it was a good match. It was a good showing.
The first one, because then they faced each other twice.
They faced once. I think they only faced once.
Only once?
Yeah.
I seen it twice. I thought the first one, she beat the shit out of her, and they had her do it again. But I could be wrong. You know what I mean? My memory's bad smoke. But as far as like the Rhea matches, all of them been great. Like I said earlier, or the last episode, that Fatal 5-Way match, great. The match with what's baby girl name with the braids that looked like she's in the Navy.
Ivy Now?
No, the other one.
With the braids.
The other one. She got the braid with the side of the haircut. She had she got the army pants on.
Zoe Stark.
There you go. The match with Zoe Stark. Great fucking match.
Oh yeah, that was a great match.
The finish was great.
Did you mention the Fatal 5-Way?
Yeah.
Oh yeah. The Fatal 5-Way. My bad. I was over here.
All of them great. The WrestleMania match.
Oh yeah.
Wasn't that with Charlotte?
Yeah.
Great fucking match. And you know how sometimes we don't care for Charlotte.
That was literally the top 2 match of the year for me.
Yeah.
Was literally that match. A lot of people was upset that it wasn't the main event. It is what it is.
It shouldn't have been.
Should it have been the main event?
No.
But it gave me a main event caliber match. That's my thing. That was a great match. Great match. It could have been a main event, but it shouldn't have been the main event. The story is always gonna be greater than
who was debating that as the main event.
Oh, you know those who the women are always mistreated, and the Royal Rumble winner should always main event. That's always been the rule.
Since when?
That's never been.
It's never been a rule.
It's been suggested.
They just got a Royal Rumbles match. What, 9 years ago?
Who, the women?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that ain't always been a rule.
For the past 9, well, no, not 9 years. That's crazy. Been like maybe like 3 or 4 years. No,
hell no.
4 or 5.
That's crazy.
4 or 5 years.
No, it's been a minute.
Who won the first one?
Fucking hell if I know.
Oscar. So Oscar won the first one.
She won the very first Women's Royal Rumble?
Yeah. Because
the one with Shinsuke?
Her and Shinsuke.
I thought it was one before that. There was something before that.
No.
Maybe?
Pretty sure it was Oscar.
Look it up. You got the computer.
It's, yeah, you're right.
Like, when was the first Women's Royal Rumble? Like, shit.
We gonna just, I thought.
Because I remember just like hella old bitches when they was looking younger. Like,
I thought we just go.
Michelle McCool, Beth Phoenix.
2018.
So, which you could be right as far as, well, no.
Because I'm pretty sure it's, Oscar.
Oscar won it?
So Oscar, then Becky, then Charlotte, then Bianca, and then Ronda Rousey, and then Rhea.
So where we at?
So
6 years, 7 years?
Yeah. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 years.
6 years. So that's never been a fucking rule. I didn't lose train of thought. It's never been a fucking rule.
Honestly,
the women only main evented 1 year.
Oscar and Charlotte didn't main event. Becky did.
They only main event that 1 year with Ronda. That's it. Maybe maybe it was one more year that they main evented, and they shouldn't have.
You said they shouldn't have. You snuck that in there so quick.
Was it that one? Was it the Pirate Mania?
That was crazy. No, because Undertaker and them they main evented the first night. The second night, Drew did.
Big Show. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. So I'm just saying.
Yeah, never been a rule.
It never been a. Well, it's only because the men always main event WrestleMania when they win the Royal Rumble.
Because they fucking should.
They have a story. I go. They have a story. It makes sense. Like, let's not hold up. Was
Leilani Kai and the Fabulous Moolah main event in WrestleMania 1?
No.
Excuse me, Leilani Kai and Wendy Richter.
I don't even go to that.
Like, let's.
I put it at this: Rey Mysterio had the best story when he won the Royal Rumble, winning at number 2.
Did it
for Eddie Guerrero?
Did they main event?
Didn't.
Hell no.
Beat the record and everything. Long as Royal Rumble lasted person in the Royal Rumble was Rey Mysterio for the longest until Gunther just beat it last year. Actually, yeah, I want to say it was either him or Chris Benoit.
It was Benoit.
Was it Benoit?
It was Benoit. That's what I was thinking in my head. Like, wasn't it Benoit? But
well,
I don't remember.
Rey Mysterio must have been second.
But I don't remember what year Ray won.
Ray won in 2006.
Somebody had 64 minutes. Somebody had 62.
Ray won in 2006. I want to say. Yeah, he won in 2006.
6, and then Chris Benoit 2004.
Yeah, so I'm about to say. So Rey Mysterio had that record. He took the record from him, and Triple H was second, and because Triple H got eliminated right before Rey Mysterio eliminated Randy Orton. So Chris Benoit's record got broken by that point. Yeah.
What mania was that? Was that Triple H and Cena?
Yeah. 2 WrestleMania 22. But guess what? You said it.
I've never seen that mania.
Rey Mysterio did not main event that WrestleMania, even though he won the Royal Rumble.
Yeah, it was a triple threat match with him, Kurt Angle, and Randy Orton.
And they were not the main event.
Hell no, they was like 4th from the top. They were not the main event.
They had the best story too.
Yeah.
So I don't care about
AJ Styles, Shinsuke Nakamura.
Exactly.
Like,
it's multiple times when it has occurred where the person who won the Royal Rumble
did not
main event WrestleMania.
But they should. And they should be going after the biggest title. But sometimes there's a story that overshadows that, so they can't. So shit happens. But as far as the women, if the story's good enough, they can main event that shit. But so far, none of them are even on that par unless it's Rhea Ripley.
Right.
And who are you going to give her to go against the main event WrestleMania? And we're
And
tired of Charlotte.
It's only one person, and I'm putting my prediction in right now. It's only one person that should be facing Rhea Ripley at WrestleMania, and that's Becky Lynch. That's the only person who should be facing Rhea Ripley at WrestleMania. We
I
should.
thought you was going. No, I'm not mad. I thought you was going to say Sasha Banks or Mercedes Moné.
No,
That's what I thought you were
I said
going
Becky Lynch because Becky is the second big star on Raw, and that's what you do. You want to get your ratings up, put two big stars up there. You get Becky and Rhea, but how do we get there? Becky wins the Elimination Chamber. That's how you get her there, because Bayley gonna win the Royal Rumble. I got Bayley winning the Royal Rumble.
Oh, hold on. I don't mean to cut you off.
You good?
Have we had a main roster with Rhea and Bianca
No. Actually,
on the main roster? Not triple threat, just one-on-one.
I want to say yes.
That's what I'm asking. I don't remember.
I want to say yes.
That should, if you want to make a main event or something close to it, that's it.
But how do we get there?
Brand supremacy.
That's what I'm saying. We
switch one. Well, you can't switch
Cody.
Rhea.
We already have Cody going over to SmackDown.
And so you switch over. You can't switch Bianca because her husband is on.
Her husband's on SmackDown. So that's why I said we just leave it at Becky and Becky and Rhea. And
I hate that bullshit. They should be able to face each other.
Whenever I feel like whenever Bianca and Rhea clash, when they cross paths and for the title, I think it's gonna be
flip flopped.
No, I think it's gonna be perfect.
I think it's gonna be flip flopped.
What, Bianca's the
heel and Rhea's the baby face.
That's okay. I'm okay with that. I just think the moment's gonna be big at that point.
I think the moment could. Well, no, because Bianca lost a lot of steam.
Yeah,
a lot of steam since she lost the title. So, yeah. Let's move on, man.
But Rhea Ripley, Woman of the Year.
Woman of the Year. Now we're gonna go with the best stories of the year.
Top 5.
Damn, did I have top 5? What my other 3?
Did you put top 5? What did you put?
I only got 3. I'm like, what my other ones?
That's okay. I got 5. I got
go ahead.
5.
Cover it. Start
Actually,
it
I have
off.
an honorable mention and 5. So whatever. So honorable mention, I have Drew McIntyre's breakdown, his whole collapse. When I say breakdown, I mean like we're literally watch Drew McIntyre come I wouldn't say unglued, but he's detaching himself from the reality of what's going on. He's been blaming the bloodline for everything. All his problems all stems from the bloodline. And
his problems are blamed on somebody else.
And yeah, it's blamed on somebody else. Why Jey Uso being on Raw, that's Cody Rhodes' fault. He lost the title because of Solo Sikoa, but he puts the blame on Jey Uso. Jey Uso and then wasn't even at Clash of the Castle when it happened. So it's just the fact that Drew is finding every reason it's somebody else's fault. So that was my honorable mention, but I'll go ahead and knock out my 5 or 4 to just help out.
Yeah.
My top 5. Well, my number 5 story was Judgment Day's Rise for 2023. They went from basically some I would say new age superstars trying to find their way with Edge as their leader. In 2003, they grew their wings with Finn Balor, Damian Priest, Rhea Ripley, adding in Dom, which made, I think, once they got Dom, it kind of became like a family, and it looked good on TV. It sounded good. You got the hate there, It all came together, and then the story. Right now, we're in the part of like where bloodline. We're in like kind of bloodline territory for them, whereas we're seeing like the story is developing. We're seeing something going on. They added JD McDonough in there. Well, now R-Truth is in the Judgment Day. Like,
I don't know where that came from.
It's the story is going on, and you're seeing it develop on TV. And I think it's something I've been enjoying going into 2024 and just to watch the whole entire 2023. So I think that was something great. Was that one of your stories? Or?
Nope.
Okay. Then number 4, I had The Rise of Swerve. The Rise of Swerve Strickland. from having them two lackeys in the mobile embassy. Not mobile embassy. What was it before? Were they?
No, Smoke Wiggins.
Yeah, there was a mobile embassy, and that's when for him to drop them two bozos and get Brian Cage, the Gates of Agony, and come and emerge with King Nana's group. I think that was great pickup for him, and I think he's been once, like I said last week, once he got rid of Keith Lee. Once he got rid of that dead weight, man, he took off. Did that Stars shootout, and I think that was been the best thing to watch and to see. I've been enjoying Swerve ever since then, and he's looked like an actual superstar. He looks like a main eventer. I've been enjoying every bit of it.
Right here, say it right now. AEW's first black champion. Better make it happen, Tony. My number 3 story, I'm gonna go with something you probably got on your list too. I don't know for sure, but the Chad Gable and Gunther story that kind of took place on Monday Night Raw.
That's a great story. I didn't put it out there because I didn't think that story was long enough. I felt like it was pause. I think it was only like it only felt like maybe like a month-long rivalry.
That's all it needed to be.
But
it
man,
still was good. Still was good.
I like that
because it was
that's a good one.
Just trying to believe the underdog story, and the underdog got to try to take out the what do you call him? Not only the ring general, but the main villain. What do you call the main villain at the end of the video game?
The final boss?
The final boss. There you go. You take out the final boss. And even though Chad couldn't get it done, the people were still behind him. And when you get the people into it, especially in the arenas, I think that's what makes a hell of a match and even a hell of a story when you can continue it. So that's my number 3. You could go ahead. And I'm rushing through these ones.
Oh, you good. Number 3, I had MJF and Adam Cole. That story, I kind of enjoyed it. I thought
at the beginning,
I enjoyed it. It fizzled out so badly to me. The way it ended, I didn't like that. But for 2023, I had to give it to him. It was a pretty good story. It was something that you could enjoy.
Right.
To me, I was only looking at who's going to turn on who. So that's really I was looking at the whole entire time.
And we already knew who was going to turn on who. And again, it made MJF look like an idiot. But number 2 story, I got to go with the Roman and Cody story. Even though it's still ongoing, but
yeah, still going.
I'm gonna say the first half.
I love how they paused it. The way they put a pause on the story.
I don't, but I've learned. Well, at first I didn't, but now I've learned to respect it and understand what happened and why it was done, and where we're going with it.
Right.
So I'm okay with it now. So I like the pause in the first half, second half, or part 1, part 2.
Yeah.
Still a great story because it's the relationship that Roman had with Dusty.
Right.
Made the story to me because I didn't know about that background. But then when they had the photos and then when I went back and looked at old NXT stuff myself, you could see the influence. So to know that, and then with the whole Dusty called me his kid or whatever, that type of shit touched deep. I couldn't imagine my daddy calling some other dude his kid, knowing that I'm supposed to be you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So yeah. I understand that story. So that's my number 2 story, I guess. Yeah, number 2 is Cody and Roman.
Actually,
part 1.
My number 2, I had the Bloodline saga, the whole entire thing of ever since really the whole entire 2023. I've been, a lot of people say it's been dragging on, but for me, yeah, it's kind of been dragging on, but it's been having its hot spots. I've been enjoying it. The Jay leaving the group, Jimmy, he's kind of going on his own now, and I think.
Well, no, we just have the new Usos.
What do you mean?
With Jimmy and Solo.
Yeah, Jimmy and Solo, which I enjoy. Solo now become his own. I'm enjoying that. I'm enjoying looking at that. To me, I know we talked about it. You don't like them being broken up. The Usos being broken up.
Nah, and you agreed.
And I agree. But to me, I felt like they needed to break up so I could finally appreciate them being as a team. Because when they were a team, I was just like, oh.
You're tired of them.
I was tired of it, and I felt like Jimmy was the lackey of the group. As, the lackey of that team, where I'm like, Jay is clearly the star of this whole time.
I felt the opposite.
And I was like, which was always crazy to me when you said that.
Because I always felt like Jay was the background guy who never talked. And then when he cut his hair, it's like, you've differentiated yourself.
Yeah.
It was like, to me, I know I'm old, showing my age, but it was almost like Tia and Tamara when one changed their hair type.
Yeah.
And he was like, finally, we have a differentiation of the two twins. So now we know that there's two different personalities and you're not the same.
I think well, for me, it was during the pandemic when Jimmy actually got hurt.
And Jay had no choice. But, yeah, the
Jay
whole
had no
saga
choice.
being the right-hand man but being abused.
Right.
And it made you feel the sympathy. So that you say that, I have that here as my number one. So I'm going to just piggyback on what you were saying. Because, again, the beginning of the story was so great. Because at first, I really didn't care. You know what I mean? It was just like, okay, well, let's see what they do. And Roman's back and he's a heel. So let's see what they do. Right. So when they brought him back and then they finally put the Usos with him or put Jay with him. And I was like, all right, let's do this. Let's see where it goes. And then for them to build Jay and build the sympathy every single week because Roman was just mistreating him, belittling him, talking down to him. Right. But Jay was still being loyal as hell. Right. Still being just ultra loyal. Right. So then when the break happened and was caused because of the Sammy thing, to me it was like, I have to say it, this is better than Savage and Hogan. This is better than Savage and Hogan. Because there's so many layers that was told through a 3-year period. Right. And that's kind of still ongoing as well. But the 3-year period when we only got the 1.5 period for Hogan and Savage. So that led to a WrestleMania main event. This won't lead to a WrestleMania main event, but it was so many main events that was embedded in it.
The callbacks helped me. The callbacks helped me. I think this is one that made me kind of laugh because I remembered it. Was when I think it was early in this story, 2 years ago. I think when Roman defended the title against Jay, he kicks out. He low blows Jay
with the arm.
Just to see Jay do that back to Roman
at SummerSlam,
I was like, I enjoyed that callback because I remembered it. I was like, yo, Roman did the same thing to him, didn't he?
Right, years ago.
Just for me to go back and look at the match, He did do the same thing. Like, those little things, I'm one of those people that enjoy those things. Like when I watch Avengers movies.
When somebody refreshes your memory.
Yes, I love that. Like, Avengers movies, give me a refresh. I'm like, oh, that did happen. I remember that. So
now I'm caught up.
Yeah, so when I watch it like that, I'm like, oh, yeah, he did do that to him.
That was sweet.
That was cool. I enjoy that.
And you got to point it out.
Even when Sammy hit Roman in the back with a chair.
The Shield callback.
Boom. Gave me a call back. I'm like, okay, it's there. So, but my number one actually was CM Punk's return. CM Punk, for me, I felt like the story from that Wembley to his return, even now, I count that as one whole story to me because it was like you could tell the writing was on the wall. He was leaving.
Or wanted to leave.
He wanted to leave. And then for him to return, a lot of people call him a sellout, a hypocrite, all this other stuff. Yeah. First of all, if you don't notice, everyone comes back to WWE. Let's be for real.
Unless you're a Macho Man or Nails.
Yeah. I mean, unless you pass away before you could get a chance to come back.
It was never going to get a call back.
I mean,
neither one of them were ever going to.
Ultimate Warrior could come back. Anybody could come back.
Neither one of them were ever. Nails was never going to get a call back.
You see how I don't even know who Nails is?
Right. Exactly.
I knew he shouldn't get a call back with that kind of name. But CM Punk returning, man, it still goosebumps out the world. Grown like I can never experience goosebumps like that. But CM Punk's that story of him returning and how now we're getting him in the Royal Rumble. Seth Rollins don't like him. No one knows. Everybody's at his neck now. I enjoyed the story. So I think it's one of those stories that's going to continue on to 2024. But
absolutely.
But
because
his story is that was a great story.
His story is winning the Rumble, or his story is main event in a WrestleMania.
Yeah,
that's
never something I have him winning the Royal Rumble.
So I do too. Or if not, they're going to screw us over. He'll be the second one out.
That's Royal Rumble predictions next week. We got those.
Yeah. So, next category is going to be the best return of the year. I think we already kind of just hinted at that.
Yeah. It was a lot of returns, though. But
it was. I have a couple honorable mentions. I could just name two real quick. Yeah. The first one, the return of, Adam Copeland, I guess. Edge, as he returned But I don't know where the fuck I wrote that at. But no, he did have a comeback before he faced Sheamus. He was gone for a minute, the whole Judgment Day thing. He was gone and then he came back. Still was a big pop. Every time Edge's music hit for a comeback, it's always a big pop. Yeah. He doesn't ever do shit when he comes back, but the pop when he returns.
That's why I'm surprised when you said that because you're not a huge.
You see me, I was surprised too. I'm like, why the fuck do I got this written here? But whatever.
You're not a huge Edge guy.
my number 2 though, the one I'm proud of that I did write down here was the Randy Orton return. The Randy Orton return. They played it so great at the Survivor Series, having him hold out for so long to the very end, and then when that I Hear Voices in My Head played, I've never seen the crowd go that crazy for Randy Orton. Never.
Buck, wow.
And he's had like at least 3 babyface runs. I've never seen the crowd go like that for Randy. And they've been continuously like that for him even to this day. So
I have a couple names here.
Go ahead.
But I think just to speak on that Randy Orton return, it plays into what I said last week. I want to say it was last week or 2 weeks ago. When I said we appreciate Randy Orton because he never left. And that I feel like that pop was that appreciation. Because it's like that was the longest we've seen Randy gone. That was technically the longest we've seen Randy gone.
True.
So it's like when he finally came back, it's like, bro, we've missed you. Like
missed you.
We actually
legitimately we missed you, bro.
We legitimately
where you been? We seen you on Twitter and Instagram, but we need to see you here.
Yeah. But some quick honorable mentions. I had Carlito returning, which kind of popped the crowd in Backlash, Puerto Rico. R-Truth returning, which is kind of funny because to me, I felt like R-Truth been gone for a while, and I guess to me he's that comic relief that we need.
I never thought that he was gone. I just thought that he was off of TV.
No, he was injured.
Yeah, I just knew he was on TV for a while.
He got injured in NXT, so it felt like he was always that comic relief that we needed on TV. Like not every time everybody needs to be serious all the time. I feel like everyone's always serious at AEW and everyone's serious all the time. You just need that comic relief.
They ain't always serious in AEW, but we'll talk about that another day.
But Randy Orton, yes. A surprise one was The Rock at SmackDown. That one time he popped up. That was surprising because he really wasn't promoted. It was nothing said about it. It was just crazy to see him actually be there and just literally just be like, yep, I was down the road. I just popped up on y'all. That was crazy to see. And the crowd went crazy. And I think that was one. Him and Austin Theory had a great promo battle, which I enjoyed. I thought it was hilarious. But my number 2, well, because I had one, but my number 2 was John Cena. His return, and actually for him to stay around for a while, I enjoyed it. I enjoyed it personally. I enjoyed it, man.
Well, you're a Cena guy anyway. So.
Yeah, man. I'm a Cena guy. I could say it. I'm a Cena guy. I enjoy every moment I get with John Cena. I like he's an old dog that's dying off. Like I'm like, man, every chance I see, I'm like, John Cena, I'm watching that match. I don't care what y'all say. Every week he show up, I'll be there. Y'all lucky I ain't got a John Cena shirt.
Jesus Christ, what's your number 1?
CM Punk.
Me too. How about that?
Would you, Maggie? You got the CM Punk is return of the year?
Man, I don't know how about that. Only reason he's the number 1 for me is because on this very show,
hell froze over.
You talked about it and you put it into existence. And I doubted you because I was like, I hope this shit happens, but this shit ain't finna happen. But usually when he be saying shit just to say shit, that shit be fucking happening. And when that shit happened, I just like, no, really as it was going, I'm just waiting for the screen to just go black. I'm like, this ain't about to happen. And that fucking hit, I screamed like a little, I don't know.
A little girl?
Yeah, I was gonna say like a little.
You fangirled out.
Yeah, but I didn't wave hands and all that shit. But I was like, no fucking way! No fucking way! And you know when the wife come in talking about what the hell wrong with you? Yeah, CM Punk. Don't be calling me no punk, not you,
Jackie.
Mr. Stevie.
My jacket went off, took the jacket off, and everything was like standing up, like what? Looking for my phone so I could call and text you. Like he came.
I already text you. I beat you to it.
I was about to say you had beat me to it by that point. I was
with
like,
your phone on silent.
Oh yeah, I was freaking out too much. I'm not gonna lie.
Return of the year. You might not get one of those for another 10 years.
Yeah.
So,
did you have a theme song of the year? Because I got one.
Nah, I don't. But go ahead.
Well, theme song of the year, of course, is Swerve Strickland. Come on, man. Come on.
Hey.
Big pressure. Come on now. I've been doing the dance for the longest. When he hit that one, that's how you know it's going in. Come on, bro. I've been hitting that dance since he began.
Yeah, dog.
I've been on it.
Yeah.
Now y'all, I'm happy y'all finally caught on. But
no front. But I give that to you because I knew nothing about it, and then you start doing the dance. Like,
I was like, y'all got to watch Nana in the back.
And he was like, Nana. I'm like, what is Nana doing? He's like, look.
Just watch him.
And then you start doing it, and ever since then, I be doing it in the car. I be doing it at work because nobody there, so I just be like, just hitting it.
I'm one of those people that watch the backgrounds. I watch everything but what I'm supposed to be watching. So when they be doing the interviews in the back, I'm watching it. I'm be like, what's in the back?
What's in the back?
Who's that back there?
Who's there?
Who's that? Is that Drew McIntyre talking to Rhea Ripley? Interesting. Huh?
Interesting.
Okay, all right. Let's see if that story plays out later. It's just like little things like that where I'm like, okay, I'll be watching all that.
Excuse me.
But
thank you.
Just before we close out the show, we got one category left. And I got to get my sponsorships out of the way. So you guys go ahead and go check out the Heavily Opinionated Podcast. We just dropped 2 episodes this past week where we discussed John Morant's injury. We also discussed Nick Saban retiring, Pete Carroll leaving out, and also we talked about some NFL playoffs talk. So you guys go check out the Heavily Opinionated Podcast with your boy Playboy Troy, Cooley High, Melly Mel, Platinum P, and DJ Rose. And that's the Heavily Opinionated Podcast on Instagram.
Heavily Opinionated Podcast.
Utah. Stop. God damn it, you made me mess up. That's the Heavily Opinionated Podcast on Instagram, YouTube, and TikTok.
On your local radio station.
And now back to We're Wrestlemaniacs 2.
Yo, question.
What's up?
You want to do an episode with me about the Warriors since 9-1 episode with me?
Yes, I guess if you just put me on the spot.
Absolutely state of emergency episode.
Ooh, yeah, I'm down for it. Are we going to talk about the downfall of y'all dynasty?
Oh, the absolute downfall of that.
Okay. Yeah,
the crumbling of the foundation
As
of the
some
dynasty.
people would say, I'm a Warriors fan, so I mean, yeah.
Hell no.
I'm not.
Nowhere near.
I just watch basketball, so like I know everybody's play style, but I don't think I'm a huge Warriors fan. I just know. I could tell you how a majority of everybody's game is going to go.
He can tell you shitty basketball when he sees shitty basketball.
Yeah, I could tell you, like, if you're going to be like, man, guess what the Wizards did today? Oh, I know what happened on the Wizards. I ain't even going to watch it. Damn. Or, like, man.
Kyle Kuzma shot 8 for 24.
Bro, let me tell you how the Minnesota Timberwolves lost last night. I could tell you how it happened.
Rudy Gobert.
Rudy was clogging up the lane, ain't it? And ain't had no chance. He didn't even get a chance to go to the bucket.
Drop covers like a motherfucker.
All day. So I could tell you, but yeah, put me on.
Yeah,
I'll be back on another episode of. I guess you hit it first. I'll be back on another.
We do
episode
shit live on the air, goddammit. But let's get to this main event. It's gonna be the MVP of the year for the entire state of professional wrestling.
2023.
For 2023. So
let me get it right. For your 2023 MVP of the year, presented by Izzy Too Real.
And the runner-up. The runner-up for the MVP of the year for me, Izzy Too Real, is gonna be Swerve Strickland. Is gonna be my runner-up MVP. I think we've already harped on it earlier on, talking about Swerve. Just his ascend from again dropping some dead weight with Keith Lee and to becoming a great solo star himself. He becomes the runner-up and should be the flag bearer for AEW going in 2024. So that's my runner-up. Do you have a runner-up or you just have a main event?
I can give you a runner-up.
All right, give me a runner-up.
Gunther.
Ooh, the ring.
The ring general.
I don't want to try it again. I heard the clip.
Actually, this past Monday, Luvic comes out and does his special entrance for Gunther. Mm-hmm. And it made me think of you. Ladies and gentlemen, show your gratitude for the longest reigning Intercontinental Heavyweight Champion, the Reign General, Gunther. Dun, 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 dun. Yeah. When you hear that music,
The Jaws theme.
you hear that music, business about to pick up. So yeah, he's my honorable mention as my MVP. We've talked about him last week, but damn, he's so good. He's good. He's great.
He's the greatest wrestler.
Anytime he graces my TV, my eyes are glued on it.
Greatest wrestler going right now is Gunther. But he just hasn't had enough matches to be the MVP in my mind. But as far as the MVP, I don't think it's a.
Did you? Oh, go ahead.
What's that fucking meme with the goddamn squirrel? Oh, no. Anyway.
Go ahead. Tell them who your MVP is.
My MVP for 2023 is Roman Reigns.
I just want to tape the show. He literally said Gunther hasn't had enough matches to be the MVP of 2023, and he decides to go with the man who probably had the least matches out of everybody in WWE, and he goes with Roman Reigns. Oh, okay.
Who put the most asses in seats?
Roman Reigns.
Exactly. The Royal Rumble alone wins. WrestleMania alone wins. What else? SummerSlam with him and Jay alone wins. I don't understand. So, yeah, Roman Reigns. Who is your MVP for 2023? With a look at discuss on your FACE.
He's a revolutionary. He's a visionary. He's your world heavyweight champion.
Oh, wow.
He's Seth freaking Rollins.
I think this is the first notoriety he's got on this show.
No, I've been watching. I had him as my third of my top 10 wrestlers of 2023. But Seth freaking Rollins as my MVP, man. And I'm talking about just the fact that he has the matches. He's had the title reign. He's been carrying Raw on his back. Really. And I'm not even gonna just say 2023. He's been carrying that show since 2022. Like, that's how, like, give the man his due. Give the man his flowers, because yes, I feel like his title reign is gonna be coming to an end soon.
Okay,
but
carrying the show and just being the main focal of the show are different.
He's been both.
His ratings has not been the highest.
Brother,
his ratings has not been the highest.
Had your moment.
Go ahead.
Don't make me get all Skip Bayless up in this joint.
Nah, I got Skip Bayless on you. You was Shannon.
Oh, yeah, I'm about to get Shannon up in here. You know what? Go ahead, Skip. Go ahead. Nah, Seth Rollins, man. I'm going to give him his flowers, man. I've been enjoying every match he's had, and I enjoyed his title reign. I sound just like him, man. Go ahead, Skip. You got it. Let's go.
And the way you just shuffled the papers too, because that's how mad he was.
He was over that shit.
Oh, I got tears in my eyes. Go ahead, bro. Finish.
No, I'm done. Seth Rollins is my MVP. Roman Reigns is yours.
Shout out to the 2 Shield members. See what happens, John Moxley, when you leave?
Hey, man.
I mean, when you stay? See what happens when you stay? You become MVPs of the goddamn entire industry. But when you leave and you go to the fucking I don't even say minor leagues. When you go to the fucking the dungeons, if you will, professional wrestling, then that's when you stay in the dungeons. That's when you become the rats and the rodents. So
before we get up out of here, put some goddamn respect on TNA name. I'm gonna stand up.
Yeah, they making moves now. They making more moves than AEW.
First of all, the new titles that they got are beautiful. I wish you guys should go check those out. Those are beautiful titles. Those are probably the best titles in the wrestling industry right now. Those in New Japan's titles are the best titles. They got the women's division. They got the tag team division. They got the main event scene on lock too. If you pay attention to what they got going on over there, they got everything that you're looking for. The only problem is they don't got the
stars.
No, the attendance.
Oh.
They don't have the
attendance.
attendance.
Their arena too small. I seen that shit. I was like, that shit hella small.
Yeah. They don't got the attendance. But if they didn't, And I think the only thing they're really missing now is the TV deal. But you can go get Impact Plus if you really want to watch them. You can watch their TV show. You can watch their tapings, and you can watch their pay-per-views. But with that being said, WWE is number one company right now to me.
Yep.
TNA is number 2. AEW. Actually, I will go WWE, New Japan, TNA, AEW.
There you go. NXT is in there somewhere.
So,
in the
my bad. I didn't want
But
to put
NXT is WWE. So
yeah, that's why I just left it at that.
Yeah. Absolutely. Well, that's it for this week. That was a great show. We got to give out all these awards and give flowers to the wrestlers that we felt like deserved the flowers for 2023. And of course, we will do the same thing again next year. You could always down below, since on YouTube this will be posted, you could always put how you felt your top 5 matches, top 5 pay-per-views, top MVP stories, wrestlers, and your MVP for the year down in the comments below. We would love to hear from you guys. Is there anything else on your side?
Yeah, go follow us on Instagram. At we're Wrestlemaniacs 2. Go follow us there. Go look at the clip that we just put up where we talked about the Reign General. We got a little snippet of how we actually feel about the Reign General from last week.
And there will be more of those, right?
Yeah, there should be more. There should be one coming out this week too. With that being said,
we're gonna wrap it up. So for your boy,
Playboy Troy,
I'm Izzy Too Real. This is We're Wrestlemaniacs 2. And we'll see y'all next week. We appreciate y'all. Y'all have a good week. Yiddy.